Alright, here's a picture of the Paraplane all in one piece. See the nose section. Cotter pin in place. Nose wheel in place. This is your throttle mechanism down here. You have your two ignition switches underneath there. Forward is on, back is off. When they're on, the throttle is idle. When it's 90 degrees out to the frame, it's idle. All the way back to the switches is idle. Then you push them underneath to shut it down. So it's kind of easy to shut down, so you got to be careful you don't come back too fast on the throttle and hit the switches. These are your choke controls. You pull them out. One for this engine, pilot's left. This one's a pilot's right. And they do a couple things. They choke the motor through a lever in the back here, and they also activate the decompression chamber through this cable. So when the choke, I'll push the choke back in for this engine. Now the chamber can come out, and when I pull the choke out, you can see the chamber gets pulled in. And when you start the motor with the pull handles, you want to make sure that chamber is in, or it's going to be a real hard pull and you might break the rope or make it hard on yourself. You can push that in physically with your hand, or you can pull it in with the choke lever. Throttle, again, idle is 90 degrees. This is increasing power. Full power is all the way up. Back to 90 is idle again. There's your throttle movement there. Off is all the way back under the plate. When the motor starts, you need to have the chokes off. Otherwise, the engine would stay decompressed. Your foot bars steer the parachute and the nose wheel together at the same time. Got your fuel oil mix, 30-to-1 mix. We burn 40-to-1 mix. It's burned good, but you can do 30-to-1 mix on it and use a good fuel. On front of your carburetors, you have the jets, high and a low jet, and the high jet is marked with an H on the side and the low jet is marked with an L, just to make it confusing. The high jet's on the bottom and the low jet's on the top. These are what you'll be adjusting with a screwdriver when you tune the motor up. They're extremely sensitive, so you need a screwdriver that fits in the groove, and your turns on these screws are going to be a hair. You won't even hardly tell you move the screw, and it'll change the mixture of the motor. And this is what we're going to use to set the motor RPMs at idle with a low jet and at full power with a high jet. This is how you tune the motor, and this is also how you can seize the motor. If you go too lean on the high jet with the engine at full power and hold it there for more than a second or so, you can actually seize the piston. So you want to be real careful on adjusting those. There's some directions inside the owner's manual on how I recommend adjusting those carburetors. There's also one duplicate over on this side, high and low jet. Alright. To start the motor, I like to stand in front of the seat, my leg kind of braced on the seat, and kind of step 1 foot back, reach up and pull the handle, and use my muscle and my weight to pull back on it. You need a good hard pull to get this electronic ignition to hit. If you go too slow on the pull, it'll never start. You never get a spark. So you need a good hard pull to start the motor. Alright.